An anti-corruption commission has warned principal secretaries and other state officers against engaging in political campaigns, insisting that public officials must remain politically neutral as the country heads into an increasingly active political season. The EACC Chief Executive Officer Abdi Ahmed Mahmoud says the commission is proposing amendments to the Constitution, arguing that the provisions have made it difficult to effectively enforce integrity, ethical and moral standards for candidates seeking elective office. Our senior political affairs reporter Elizabeth Mutuko with the details of that.
Appearing before the National Assembly's Constitutional Implementation Oversight Committee, chaired by Nandi Member of Parliament Bernard Kitur, EACC CEO Abdi Mohamud says the current legal framework leaves gaps that allow some senior government officials to engage in political activities, while cabinet secretaries have some latitude under the law. Mohamud stressed that principal secretaries and other public officers must remain politically neutral and should not participate in political campaigns.
There are state officers being investigated for participating in campaigns.
Exempts cabinet secretaries and county executive committee members, but it does not exempt any other state and public official.
The commission made the remarks amid heightened political activities as the country gradually gears up for the next general election, with concerns emerging over some government officials appearing to mobilize political support. Issue over voter bribery and misuse of public office during campaigns also remains a major concern.
After election, did you go for them or did you condemn after? Because you cannot arrest me now because maybe you fear this crowd.
What we do is we generate a report, do the investigation internally. Where we find there's sufficient evidence, we of course recommend charges to the DPP.
Mohamud further called for amendments to Article 93 Section 3 and Article 193 Section 3 of the Constitution, noting that the current provisions allow individuals convicted of abusing public office or violating Chapter 6 of the Constitution to contest elections while their appeals are still pending. EACC says the proposed amendment would ensure such individuals remain disqualified from contesting elections until their convictions or sentences are successfully overturned through the appeals process.
What then is the point of EACC vetting function if IBC is not legally required to act?
Our hands are tied because the Constitution says they have not exhausted the appeal procedure. So that justifies the proposals that we are bringing.
DPP has unchecked powers. Nobody checks the DPP. DPP can decide to close a file, can decide to return a file. He is not answerable to anybody. He basically does what he wants.
Elizabeth Mutuko, TV 47, Nairobi.